Hello folks, this is Mark, and I run the Ultimate Console Database at ultimateconsoledatabase.com, and it's time for another obscure handheld. This time, this is the Gamate, as you can see there. Alright, well, focus, please. Piece of shit, okay, Gamate. Now, if I remember right, these came out roughly around 1989, 88, 89, somewhere around there. And it's actually a Game Boy clone with some of the insides twisted around to get around copyrights. But it's basically a Game Boy clone. It's got a pretty hefty, nice size screen. Crossbat here, speaker, A and B, or B and A, whatever, select start. Okay. Volume, contrast is up here. Okay, headphones, says it runs off of 6 volts. Problem is, it lies. Really, it runs off of 4.5 volts. And I thought the thing was broken until I changed the voltage, and it worked fine. So, okay. And we have also 4 AA batteries, even though I put batteries in it and it didn't happen. Maybe my unit's busted, I don't know. Alright, games are on these little cards. They look like TurboGrafx cards, or the cards that went on the Sega Master System cards. Very, very skinny, like that. The contacts exposed. And the only game I have for this thing is this one, which is called Money Maze, and basically a maze kind of game. Alright, you run around and avoid cops and bullshit like that. So let's fire it up. Alright, stick a little AC adapter in there, and turn it on. There goes our screen, and we try to avoid the glare here. Zoom in. Is that too loud? Yeah, that's too fucking loud. Okay, can you see that? I can't, through the camera, I can't really see it too well, but Money Maze. Alright, let's play Money Maze here. So, as you can see, the screen's black and white. Start, please. And contrast. Okay, that looks alright. Here. It actually looks better through the camera than it does in real life, which is funny. But I can't even tell where I am. Where am I? I'm not really sure what's going on here. Did it even start yet? Where am I? Oh, okay, there I am. This little car. Right about there. Alright. I see it now. I see it now. There we go. That looks much better. Sort of. Anyway, it's still too loud. Anyway, well, as you can see, did I just get caught? Yeah, I did. I can't really tell what's happening here. I'm trying to look at it through the actual camera, and alright, start again. But anyway, yeah, you can see the screen is pretty crowded. It's comparable to the first old school, start please, old school Game Boy screens. Nothing too special, you know. From what I understand, there's focus, please, focus. God, fucking camera. See, I wasn't even like moving the shit around. It just lost focus for no reason. I don't understand it. Anyway, from what I understand though, that there's some semi-decent games for this thing, but they're really hard to find. I haven't been able to find any besides this one after several years of searching, so I'm sure there's some of them out there somewhere. I don't even know, but I've seen ads for other games, you know, the usual Super Mario clones and shit like that. So anyway, let's turn this thing off. Okay, well, seeing how I only have one game for it, and it's kind of a mediocre maze type, Pac-Man type game, can't really make that much of a judgment on it. Seems to be roughly akin to an old school Game Boy. As a matter of fact, I think that's what the insides are. Pretty much old school Game Boy. Screen is just about roughly the same quality. It blurs pretty hardcore when you move around. Sound, I don't know if you could hear that, but it got kind of scratchy when I turned it up real loud. The actual build quality of the console itself is pretty crappy. I mean, it's very light, which means that there's not much going on the inside. A lot of this space is like dead space that could be gotten rid of, and they probably could have made this thing half the size. So that's one. I don't know what's going on with the battery thing and why it says 6 volts when it doesn't actually run 6 volts and runs on 4.5 volts. I don't know what's happening with that. Supposedly, there was a color version of this released, but no one's been able to find it, and there were advertisements for that in Electronic Gaming Monthly, ads for a color Gamate, and supposedly the color Gamate also had a TV tuner, and supposedly also this was only released in Mexico and other, like, South America, but no one's been able to find one, so if it's either unreleased or it never came out or what. I mean, there are ads showing pictures of it, but who knows. But yeah, well, I couldn't really recommend it, but if you do happen to see someone who has one, definitely grab it, because it's a pretty rare little machine, and even just the trade-in value would probably be worth owning, merely for the, you know, fact that you have it. Really, it's pretty much it, you know. Plus, there's always people like me that are interested in this kind of shit. Finding the games are really tough. I haven't been able to find any, like, after I've been, you know, then again, I'm not really, like, devoting my every waking breath to finding Gamate games, so I don't know. But, yeah, that's enough of that. Alright, adios.